Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Alan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a bit different. We're not at my in-laws house, we're at my own house, and we're going to be finishing up this fireplace that you see behind me right here. And I did post a video just a couple weeks ago where we basically installed a new electrical line, because we're going to have a new insert put in this fireplace. Let me spin the camera around and give you guys a better look. So the plan for today, hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have a new mantle going across the top of this up here. We repainted our entire house about 2 years ago, and we tore off the old mantle at that time, thinking that we would have a new mantle up there, pretty quickly after. It's been about 2 years now, but we are excited to get that done. Then inside the fireplace here, this once was a wood-burning fireplace, and the previous owners did run a propane line up into the fireplace, but they never really finished it out. They didn't put any gas logs or any type of insert in there. So that's what we're going to be doing today. There's that electrical outlet that we put in. That's going to run the blower for the gas insert that's going to be in here. It will have battery backup though, so like even if the power's out, it'll still start. Just that blower can run on batteries too if you want to, but probably drain through the batteries pretty quick. And then I also filled in back there, if you see that, I filled that all in with foam insulation just to kind of seal that up a little bit better. All right, so we're going to get started on this. Here we go. All right, and wow, just like that, the fireplace is done. So we did not do this ourselves. We hired someone to come out and work on this for us because this was something a little bit crazier than we wanted to tackle. But yeah, now we have the gas insert in there. It looks really nice. Let me stand back and let you guys get a kind of a farther out look. And the new mantle's up there as well. The fireplace is in. Really, really excited. Now Ashley's going to give us all the details on this fireplace.
So this is the Regency LR16 because we had a really big hole and we wanted to make sure it had as much viewing space as we could. And it has a little remote and you can change the amount of flameage. It takes it a little bit to adjust, but
you guys can't see that at all, but you can at least see the remote, but you can't see what it says.
Oh, well, too bad for you. So they had a pretty fun time installing it. There's some things about having an old house that you realize whenever you go to put something like this in and you're trying to line it up and you realize nothing is symmetrical, nothing ever had anything measured ever before, and so you do a lot of eyeballing and you learn as you go.
So there's a couple of weird things with this fireplace that we never noticed before. This side of the fireplace was not as big as this. So there was no way to get this fireplace perfectly symmetrical in the middle because the fireplace wasn't built symmetrically. So we just did the best we could. We shifted it as far as we could that way. I say we, but I didn't help at all. I was working, but the guys that did this, they did all that. And so yeah, it's as symmetrical as we can get it. And then they did have to cut away this rock right here because this surround was too big and it was going to run into that. So that was kind of I guess one little letdown, but got to do what we got to do. Yeah, if you guys can tell this, this side of the hearth is smaller than this side. So this fireplace wasn't built very symmetrically. And we never really noticed it, I guess, until we went to put this in there. It's like, oh, it's really not, is it? Yeah, and then the new mantle is up there, and they mortared in underneath here, so that is nice and sealed. That mortar is still drying, but there it is. Now everything else in our living room looks kind of a little bit janky, so at some point we'll probably get some new furniture in here, because now the fireplace looks nicer than everything else.
What a beautiful mantle.
Oh yeah, let's go for that. Ashley made this mantle right here. She chopped it down out of a tree. But she did sand that and stained it, or polyurethaned it, right? Yeah, polyurethaned it.
Good, I was scratching my head. Dad and Papa cut.
Yeah, and this was actually cut at a sawmill that our grandparents have on their farm, or Ashley's grandparents and her dad have a little sawmill on their farm that they used to cut this out of a tree that was on their land. So it has a little bit of a kind of cool history to it. And the old mantle that was there was basically like a 2x6 that was painted brown. So yeah, so this one looks a lot better. It's a lot thicker. Well guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. We'll be back at my in-laws house working again tomorrow, so there'll be more videos on that soon. Not sure of what our next project's going to be around our own house, but I'm sure we'll find something to work on. Capo over here is really enjoying the fireplace, hanging out on the couch over there next to Ashley. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching. We're really excited about this fireplace. Hope you enjoyed this little kind of mini series on us working on it. But thanks again. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new, and we'll see you in the next one.